Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the breakout session supported by Stampyt. If you want to understand how digital tools can optimize the used car sales, you are the right connected. You are connected to the right session. Sonia, Geay, head of international business development at Stampyt, will reveal all secrets about the future of used car sales management during the presentation. So feel free to share your questions into the text chats based on your right side. And at the end of the presentation, Sonia will be happy to answer to your questions, of course. So, Sonia, the virtual stage is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Daniel. Thank you for the very nice introduction. Okay, so hello everyone. I'm happy to be here with you today in this first session of Remarketing Expert Track. And as Daniel just told, I will share with you our insights regarding the futures of sales management and how digital tools can really optimize the sales of vehicles. So, Okay. So I will first start with the fact that everyone, of course, is aware of, is that we are still in this COVID pandemic. We are still living, for some of us, in lockdowns all around the world. So this pandemic, of course, has changed our habits and have forced as well consumers to change their behavior too. So it's not only, of course, for the automotive industry, it's obviously for every daily activity that all of us are having now. So we all need to adapt to this new situation. And regarding the sales of cars, of course, all actors need to adapt as well. So here I wanted to tackle these questions is, are you ready to be a seller 2.0? Because we really think that this is the topic of today. And to start with, I wanted to share with you these few figures regarding the shopping experience that the buyers have online. Did you know that 87% of online shoppers say that the automotive experience should be more transparent? Today, in 2022, that's a huge challenge. And that 92% of car buyers research online before they buy. I think it's even now more than that. So it illustrates, if it still needs be, how much improvement the automotive industry still need to do to be more transparent and to reassure the customers, especially when we speak of online sales. Before going in the future, I just wanted to step back a little bit and speak about the market evolution in the last 20 years. We have all understood that the digital era has really totally shaken up the vehicle sales. When we go back when we look at the year 2000, the people who are looking at used car offers on newspaper, it was a need for them to go to the car dealerships to see cars when they were looking for one. It has started to change in the middle of the year 2000, so 2007, 2008, with the emergence of a player on the web. So it's the beginning of the buyer looking a bit online before going to the car dealership. And of course, this tendency has just increased over the years. And in 2015, we have seen big player on the market, and most potential customers were really looking online before going to car dealerships. And of course, today, in 2022, we can say that the unique shop window at the dealership is the virtual one. So if there is not a good presence or a qualitative presence online, there is actually no presence at all. Especially when we see the figures about web-based sales that are increasing regularly and tremendously, and last year by 70%. So this is to give a broad idea of where we are now to start my presentation. So here, when you say that, okay, you see that online you need to be, but actually a lot of people are already online, yeah, and there is a wide range of offers. So the next challenge is how you differentiate yourself from the other ones. When you look, when you see this figure that actually in 1 minute, a consumer can view up to 35 vehicles. That illustrates how you need to differentiate your offer from the other ones. And really to ask yourself this question: why would someone stop on your vehicle rather than on the other one? And actually, you don't get a second chance to make a first good impression. So you need to really be efficient in your online communication. So having said that for the context, now I will go really more in deep with the tools that can be used in order to optimize the sales and to be more adaptive on the current tendency. So one of the challenge of the online sales is to keep the human relationship and the interaction with the customers, because when you interact with him, you will bring more transparency and you will reassure the potential customer. We are convinced, so at Stampyt, that the format of the content is key and that video represents the future of sales in a hybrid mode between online and offline sales. Of course, regarding the standardization of the offers online, that's, I would say, a basic. And now most of car dealers already have a standardized presentation of the cars online with photos, even branded photos with their logos, with a good background so that it is neutral and professional. And even now it is as well the 360-degree, which is available to differentiate the offer. But we are really convinced that the video is key to keep the customer at the center of the experience, because it enables the sales people to express themselves and to reassure the customers. And here, when I speak about video, I don't speak about the video that you can see online that present the standard version of the car. Here, I speak more about a video that is a specific one, dedicated to a customer, when a sales manager sent directly a video to its customer. So I wanted to illustrate my saying with this little example of a video. I think you all see that. So here, it's an example.
Bonjour Madame Mello, Priscilla de la Conseil.
It's an example of video that a sales manager is doing. So very easy. She first introduces herself on the video to the customer and say her why she sent the video. And then she just make a very simple video. It does not need to be very uniformized and very high quality. It just needs to be human, because that's the whole point with the video. It will really bring the human touch that is needed and requested for online sales. So I don't need to put all the video online. So here, what I want to focus on is that you need to reassure your customer and to surprise them. This will trigger the desire to go further and to keep the link as well with your customer. And by the way, did you know that the video was generating 5 times more leads than without? So it's really a key point in the sales motivation and for the buyers as well. So when I say surprise them, for example, I can share with you some topics that can be used in a video. For example, when I say creating link to customer, it's quite easy. Usually the salespeople at the dealer level, they know well the customers, their customers, so they know that if, for example, Mr. Smith, his main pain point, for example, is that he has a little baby and that he needs to have a car with a big boot so that the stroller can fit in. So knowing that, what can do the salespeople? The salesperson can make a video when he can directly address the customer and tell him, okay, look, I've got a car that fits your needs. The stroller can fit in the boot. So, of course, when then the customer or the potential customer receives this video, he will be surprised and positively surprised. He may not buy the car, of course, but he has seen the attention that the salesperson has given to him. And that is very, very important. And I would say that is crucial for the sales process, specifically when you are dealing with that online. So a tailor-made experience is very important. And there is an enormous variety of use of this format of video. So I have presented this example here, but you can as well use the video to keep the relationship with the customer. Like, for example, you had a meeting with him 2 days before and you want to follow up. Instead of sending him an email or a message, you can send a video. It's much nicer, it's much more personalized. Or you can use the video to send an invitation for a special event to your potential customer. Here, there is no limit. The salespeople just need to understand that they need to create a human link and the most possible interaction. So that was for on the side of the customer. And now if we go to the side of the salesperson that is doing his job at the dealership. Here, the question is how common sense and digital tools can bring more performance. We at Stampyt often hear from our customers that are the salespeople that are working at the dealers that they have really a lot of tools to use every day for their job, that they have a lot of little or small tasks to do every day, and that is taking a lot of time, a lot of energy, and that they are not so much efficient at the end of the day, what concerning the heart of their job, which is the relationship with the customer. So here, the common sense is, okay, let's reduce the number of tools that the salespeople are using so that they will be more performant. So reducing the number of tools, it can be by interconnecting the tools together so that the salespeople will have less time in administrative task, for example. And as well, then digital tools will make them save time to reach a prospect. Like, for example, with the video, you just send the video, it's a few minutes, tack, it's done. You don't need to try to call him a few times to reach him. And the digital tools will multiply by 2 the closing rate. And that's a very, very important point. So here, of course, I almost forgot the most important one. Now, with the online sales, you can reach more customers, and of course, you can reach them everywhere. There is no geographical constraints anymore. That's, of course, something very important. So here, what I want to share with you is that the sales people need to go back to the heart of their job, which is human interaction. And the format of the communication, which I speak about now, which is the video, really enables that. It brings back the people at the center of the experience. Now, okay, you may tell me, Sonia, this is nice video, but Not everybody and not all the salespeople are sorry, are comfortable with that tool. It's not easy for everyone to make a video of oneself and to speak and to make a nice video of cars. That's sure, and I understand that. I know that. So that is why it is important. It is part of a strategical idea of the management as well to enhance this process with the salespeople together, and maybe to do some training and to push as well to start this, because what we see in our everyday experience at Stampyt is that in a team of a few salespeople, if one sales person is starting to use the video, and of course it has good effects, usually the other ones are doing the same because they all want to be more efficient. So it's a question of change management, sure, but it's possible, it's feasible, and when the process is started, it's just natural to go on and to be more productive. And as well, it's important to understand that video is a sales opportunity and not at all a waste of time, because that could be an argument as well. So our main idea here is test, use it, and then you will see that it's not difficult and that it brings result. And that's, of course, the most important topic, the result. And before I finish my presentation, I wanted to share with you this topic about reinventing sales method. Why not try and test different things, adopt a different style of sales that are inspired by influencers. Daniela, I'm already at the end. Okay. And here I just wanted to share with you some examples of some customers of us in France that are using, for example, TikTok. Which is not a professional place to sell cars, but he's making some funny videos, very small ones, not typical, and he gets leads. And you know what? He's even selling cars through TikTok. I just wanted to share with you one example. Okay, so you see, it's a small video, a funny video with some music, Italian for the Italian car. So very funny one, and it works. So here my message is free the management. Let the energy comes from the people, and don't maybe put too much pressure on them. And why not go beyond the traditional sales and the traditional communication codes, and to let the new generation and not so new generation express themselves. This can bring results, you know. Yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you. I don't know if I am in the time or not. As I see you, Danielle, see, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, my main conclusion is just let the people express themselves, because this is what is the heart of the sales, and the salespeople, they need to express themselves. Okay, that's for me the main information I wanted to share with you. I don't know if there are some questions, or if Daniel, what are you?
Yeah. Thank you, Sonia, for this really interesting presentation, offering a really innovative approach of used car sales, because video, of course, is a more and more new usage, of course, in all social network. And why can we not offer as well this video service to the car. So that's a brilliant idea. So, Sonia, I have, as you mentioned, so not everyone is comfortable with the video tool, of course. And I have a question from Walter Stove. So, in your experience, how easily do people get into using the video tool on a day-to-day basis, or is there a fear from their side?
Yeah, that's a common question that we are having very often, and that we can see as well on the ground. So there are two things. There is the motivation and then the fear. Concerning the fear of using the video, we are not all equal regarding this. There are people for whom it's very easy. It's not a problem. They don't ask any questions. Straightforward. For other people, it needs more time. They need to be more confident. So for this type of people, it's possible to organize trainings. It's like you have sales training. You can have training to use the video, and then it will help the salespeople to be more confident. And as I said as well, once you start to doing that a little, then you get more confident. When you see that it works, then it's gone, and then you will do it more and more. And by doing that more and more, you will be more confident, and it will bring motivation, even for the one who are not so sure. If the salespeople see it works, and if they save time with that, no question, it is done. It is c'est gagné. It is won.
Okay. Okay, I have another questions to you, Sonia. The videos sent directly to the customer are not published on the internet. Huh?
Yeah.
So this means that for each customer, a seller must produce one or more video. I can imagine this take a lot of time, and salesperson are not always going to do it. What's your recommendation?
Yeah, here the idea is that using this type of media is not a waste of time, but it's a gain of efficiency. But of course, it needs to be organized as well in the daily routine, I would say, of the salespeople. For example, the schedule or the planning, the weekly planning of the salespeople needs to be maybe organized or reorganized around this new media. So that, for example, let's say from 9 to 10, I know I am doing that. And then it's done and I do other stuff. It can also help them to be more efficient in their daily life, in their daily activity in the dealership. So it's the contrary of the waste of time. They will understand that they save time with this kind of interaction.
Okay. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you very much for this great presentation, and a great approach. Stay with us because, as you know, the Remarketing Expert Track is not only a learning event, but also a networking event. We start right now a networking break for 30 minutes, and still, of course, a great opportunity to meet and discuss in private chat with different participants. At 3:30, so in 30 minutes, let's meet again on main stage for the next presentation and call it Battery State of Health, presented by Cara. So thank you very much for this joining for these sessions, and see you later. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Bye, Sonia. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.